Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I am having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Frollo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say, we've got time. Entering Nellie's office right now. Mom. Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the young chemist's lab kit. You have such a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
Nellie leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars, consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. He's turned into Tom Selleck, I know. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mom, what the hell is going on in this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the source. They named it Tempest liquamine. Pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's all relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time. But it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yes. I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Crow was very insistent that we achieved a successful result before today's harvest. Oh, before today's festival, sorry. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Nah, those clothes are all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. It's why we gotta get you out of here. Like, now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason that we gotta hightail it. Look, we've got Dr. Mudwell. Heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when we get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps it's not as careless as he's not as careless as you suspected. I can't talk today, I'm too tired, I think. Let's see what else this bad boy has on it. Security systems, time card logs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing. Malice 80 proof whiskey? A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Oh, don't be silly, you're no bother. It looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been in here recently. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it! Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Rollo. Before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What if Solomon is Valentine? He is. He definitely is. Definitely is Valentine. Well, what now? Don't look at me. I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Oh, just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Don't trust him. Everyone else, huddle up. Oops. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child. The adults are speaking. Dr. Meowdwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child. The powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this. What is that word? Who created this town? Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's...
Her eyes searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ha! Yes. Now you've got it. Tempers lick with me. You discovered how to reverse the process?
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Meowdwell. Very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work? Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Kerr presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thinking about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Move another inch and I'll smash it.
She held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine. Risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency?
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
A deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. There's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there is only one way this ends.
She looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. You can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
With apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review.
The blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction that I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. And think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? I said, Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something great, but the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my work.
Solomon shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me his true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
A muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So now what? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. But you just need some time. Rolo, it's over. We lost.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. Did what I had to do. I know, it's just... You were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note, hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Look, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She'd been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother had led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but this doesn't mean it's always right. Piglet, thank you for the follow. He realized that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. And it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
Have you seen this game before or heard this game before? It's, I think we're in end stage. I hope that we're gonna finish it pretty soon. But it's been amazing. I actually think this is my game of the year. This is just incredible. But if she's alive, where has she been? You've played it? What did you think? Did you love it? Is Gran actually his mother? Yes, it is. His Gran is actually his mother. Yes, we've already had that confirmed. But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull.
This game
Chapter
is
8.
so goddamn good. And it's just like literally a roller coaster of emotions the entire way through.
Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone.
Oh.
Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane.
Come on, Gran.
If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Come on, Gran. Yes. Gran, what are you doing here?
Luca, what are you doing here?
We're here to save Nellie.
We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you, but I'm fine. Oh no, what did they?
Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. I was wondering when Gran was going to kill us all with ice, but luckily she had some kids to rescue. Yeah.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just
game.
as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No!
Well, I guess that's it. We lost.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. What's Nellie done?
With a mischievous look, Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
Oh, she switched it.
With a little... I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... junk?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Have I played Knights and Bikes? Briefly. I briefly played it. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realises he drank his own cigar ash. Holy shit. Yeah, I played a little bit of Knights and Bikes. It didn't really grab me. It didn't really grab me like this has. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realises he's drank his own cigar ash. Oh my god.
How did ashes get into the vial?
It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Well, it's a bad habit anyways.
Pa always said bad habits are like 50-yard field goals.
Huh?
Hard to kick.
You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort
Oh
and
my gosh, I'm
expand
so excited
as he
to see
disappeared
this.
into a belching green mist.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Whoa. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
Holy
As the last of what was once
shit.
Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd
Wafted.
began
What
to
a great
disperse,
word.
still numb from what they had just observed. Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines. A new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end.
Are we close to the end?
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.